the person that should be on Reyna permanently.
Oh my god, Baby J. Oh my god. What a grind.
Cleans things up from the opposite angle. Beautiful retake and really just a full-on contest.
More discount equal more people buying their shit. Well, not always though. Like we don't have I don't have the metric for that. The only people that have metrics for discounts are is the company. Like imagine there's a world where people will still buy it anyway. If people will buy it anyway, discount or not, then why add a discount? You're losing money, you know what I mean? Discounts don't always mean money. They used to once upon a time. I feel like in physical stores when that was a thing and now it's starting to die off, I don't feel like it's as dominant, you know?
That comes from the console world. We have a lot of Overwatch players and Counter-Strike players and Fortnite players, all PC-based shooters. This man, a Halo player.
You power.
Oh, trying to get aggressive. The Nullify was used. Also looking to take advantage by moving forward, but Baby J denies. And Baby J, who's trying to make sure nobody pushes through the C garage window, means that he's left Corey off by his lonesome.
I like that. They didn't like rush into the site. They kind of just like took it together.
They are. They're going to have a 4-on-3 post plant here. They're still going to have a one shock dart available, I should say. They have no fragment left over in steel, so they're gonna have to kind of play more on site because they don't really have the utility to diffusers from the back. But yeah, this flank could be the problem.
Anyway, we have our apparel on the way. You should be seeing it soon, TM. It's pretty sick, honestly. I could show you guys the samples, but you know, I feel like that's I don't, you know, we gotta save it for the moment of it coming out. We can't show it early. That ruins the point.
Seekers available coming into this next. They also have Nitros,
ruins the point, you know? They're coming. Soon, TM.
Yeah, just a brilliant little fast-paced C-split. Able to haul out some players. Some that only really have guns only to defend and able to come out swinging. Big fights won by Steel there to close out the round. Now we are going to see, several ults are in play for FaZe, but again, Seekers and Nitros from the Shadows could be huge.
Seen a lot of early aggression from 100 Thieves, but it looks like they will kind of pump the brakes here a touch. And Baby Bay, that's what to say. He wants to get aggressive. The shot dart timing nearly pays out, and yeah, I was about to say, C-Long is also done and dusted. It's completely held by the Cypher.
Yeah, and this is big. This allows such more flexibility for FaZe to rotate. Raucus now trying to use his Hunter's Fury in just the right place, knowing that C had been cleared out. He could gamble it on short. He's able to get some damage in, and now Baby J's
oh my god, Baby J. Looking clean.
Yeah, you have to feel like...
Does the shirt have where the fuck I am at the pack? No. No.
Rattle the confidence, but he converts this time, and yeah, beautiful.
The design on my tees and hoodies and stuff is a little bit different from before. Before it was a little bit more design on it, way more busy. The line that's coming out first is a little bit less busy.
But they're not going to expect the fact that you've already got this flank completely concealed.
They did spot Raucus with that knife, but yeah, like you said, that flank is still going to be a problem here. Like it's going to go down, but yeah, Baby Bay just finds a perfect moment.
Austin has only been a safety would here at the garage entrance.
This is a grinder.
Dashing forward will not allow him a chance to get away, and that will be another beautiful defense from FaZe. Again, 100 Thieves just really caught, honestly. The aggression this time from the FaZe defense just allows him a chance to isolate and find...
Yeah, it's a little bit more subtle. The only thing I'll say is that the hoodie, the zip-up hoodie, I always wear zip-up, so they're my favorite. It's my zip-up hoodie's the most busy. It's got a design on the back, but that's just because I like hoodies with designs on the back. Like me personally, I like that.
But now you see them like kind of putting focuses elsewhere, and so there's these little vulnerabilities that FaZe are, using their aggression to try to exploit.
Did you change logos to make it more brand friendly? No, brand friendly is the wrong word. I changed logos to make it look better on brands. Like the SHROUD Logitech collaboration. Think about how cheesy it looks on my old logo. My old logo, if it was SHROUD X Logitech with my old logo, it'd look kind of cheesy. It really would. The new branding is more so
has, you know, tabs completely covered.
It's just solidifying something better to work with others, and just it looks cleaner, you know, looks better. The new branding's sick. It's clean, it's simple.
They're getting slowed down here. Nitro Company trying to get the C site and still get a spike plant, but in a 2-on-4, it's going to be so tough to stop FaZe from moving around ahead and stopping 100 Thieves from tying this thing up.
More flexible, yeah. With the new branding is way more flexible. You can pull off way more collaborations. It just looks cleaner on anything, you know. It looks cleaner on freaking toys, on
map pick is
products, the freaking headsets, mice, keyboard.
I missed something nice too. I missed something.
Damn.
Nice. 100 Thieves pick.
Hit him with the one tap. Vandals are back, baby.
Things, man, that's just
Let me see the fucking replay. Here we go. Here we go.
Always think that maybe it's over.
Vandals are fucking back.
Hiko's still alive on the server, and this is the environment he thrives in.
Oh man, he got the guy out of the air.
Yeah,
too.
he did. All headshots, clean.
Nice, nice, nice,
Holy.
nice.
Round for 100 Thieves because they were looking out of that pretty much the whole way through. They lost the long A exchange early in the round based on FaZe getting a lot out of their aggression, who traded 2 for 1. And then Hiko still pulls that off. That is incredible. It's uncanny how often he does.
It's unbelievable.
Squid.
It's stuck.
Trademark since like 2013 CS:GO.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of DPS.
Yep, and the round's over.
Me with my lightning cap.
And blink it, and you'll make the round. Zach 1v4.
No one knows what you're talking about. Not anybody.
Maybe an opportunity to catch 1 or 2 off.
I'm missing two pieces of gear.
Eco is popping the fuck off.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, 6 kills in 2 rounds.
Wow. That
On gun rounds.
Unbelievable from 100 Thieves. It kind of quickly changed
7.
the pace again.
Exactly. The pacing
7?
is big. I mean,
7.
Did he have 4K the previous round?
Yeah.
Oh, that was 3.
Players and playing like a more methodical approach to the game, whether that be just slower defaults, or whether that be some type of, you know, more calculated, layered set piece. But you have rounds like that where they can just, you know, put the pedal to the metal, let Asuna lead the way, and just do some of these faster splits to catch their opponents off guard with, you know, because you never know when that pacing change is going to happen. And now they've allowed themselves, based on that pacing change and a Hiko clutch, to get FaZe onto a low buy and have a chance to start extending.
The best clothing merch IMO is more of like an Easter egg for other gamers when they see you wear it, but otherwise normies won't think of anything. Well, yeah, you want to attract the normies too, because they might be like, oh shit, that just looks nice. What is that? That's kind of what we're going for. We're going for, like, if you know me, you'll know it. If you're a normie, it might look clean to you.
Fucking drone.
They have a couple of weapons in hand.
And Asuna did go to the blade, so he's only got a ghost as a secondary option. Late owl drone coming through. We'll scout out some information on what's coming through C garage. Rock is playing deep through spawn. Eco will continue to throw shoulders. FaZe need to set something up at the time, and Asuna has shut down one side of this play already. Spams through the barricade. It's Eco who finds the kill.
Oh my god, I thought I was lagging. Every time I hear a little bit of lag, I think it's me.
There was a world. There was,
yeah, where a random stray hits the head.
Saves the round, and it's 100 Thieves on 6.
Imagine that's the way it ends, man. All the good things under.
Please tell me you're going to do a pullover hoodie. Yes, actually. I don't really wear pullovers much, but we are doing a pullover, yeah. I'm not entirely sure what our first launch of clothing will be, but, I mean, tees, zip up, pullover, pretty standard, right? Pretty standard stuff.
Back onto a buy will be FaZe. They also have a couple of ults in play, including on it back for Corey. Let's see how it plays out.
Aggressive through sewers for the first time goes Asuna. Spike is not a part of this play, though, so just a bit of forward positioning. Ethan making sure that there is no owl drone to scout him out, but also the run it back was spent, so that will be Asuna deleting it, and beyond that, pretty much having to back away.
I think the challenge is building a brand and clothing line that everybody wants and is looking forward to, you know? Like 100 Thieves has done that. 100 Thieves has done this has this model where they just, everyone's so excited for their next launch. Like, he is trying to figure out how to do that but for me,
Wow.
not
He's
for
actually got away
an
there.
org.
That sucks.
Also delays Nitro just a touch, so it was looking a bit dire for a moment.
Why does Corey's health look like that? On the right-hand side.
And now it's 100 Thieves.
Is that how it always looks?
Wait, what?
Corey's health on the right-hand side looks so weird. Am I crazy?
It probably bugged with his ult or something.
Do you ever buy other streamers' merch? Yeah. Yeah. Most recently, we bought Summit's new line. Summit came out with a bunch of new stuff. Very, very nice. Oh, this could be huge. Okay, bro, you could have shot another shock dart.
Shock dart.
In two.
Two.
I actually thought he was gonna win.
Gonna win.
Gonna win.
Sorry.
And getting to the back of it and clearing it and giving 100 Thieves a lot of free space with really nothing spent to get it. But yeah, they just didn't know maybe they was still holding this angle, was able to get his kill and get away, and then play the retake, right? Cosmic Divide basically making mid a non-factor, forcing 100 Thieves to play more on site.
Oh, he only had one? Oh. Oh, he did only have one. Never mind.
Really just kind of get in there.
But he had two.
Slice and dice the remaining members of 100 Thieves. Not much he could do there.
Why does nobody do shoes? I mean, Ninja did shoes, but shoes are challenging because, like, who are you gonna work with? Like, you have to. I almost feel like if you want shoes to be successful, you have to work with a big brand, and there's only a handful of big brands, right? The shoes aren't gonna sell as well as like coming out with a T-shirt. I feel like everybody has 15 to 20 bucks to spare on a T-shirt for a streamer, right?
Macro, dude.
Imagine spending 150 bucks for some shoes. Eh.
So they have pretty good.
Like, I'd love to work with like Adidas or a Nike for shoes. I'd love that, but it's challenging. They still have one player on A. And they're basically playing retake A and honestly, I'd probably prefer an Adidas, to be honest, but that's what I wear more.
Assistance from Baby J to try to check the angle, but no escape. And as the Seekers came out, Baby J will fall for first blood. So now all of a sudden, you've got 100 Thieves with numbers as they actually hit over towards the opposite side. They're here at A. Zach is the only defensive member that is here, but he might be able to catch one for free and does. So Nitro will fall. Steel not going to fully quit the fight initially, but
he thought
in what world?
He thought he was being a hero. He's like, I'm gonna save this round.
One by one by one by one.
That's just FaZe, man. One by one. They are. That's just them.
Making them pay for it. Ethan up to 4. Could ace here if he can find Corey. He's gonna find Corey, that's for sure. That Trailblazer's right there.
I love that, actually.
The dog runs up, stops.
Yep, because you have to wait for it.
Goes out. Not much that can happen here. You have to still go for it naturally. Last round of the half, but time is a big problem.
Dab. Oh, he almost dabbed for the ace.
Except for that most streamers make their t-shirts like 50 bucks. No, they don't. You can't. I can tell you right now that you will not be able to name a streamer that has a t-shirt for $50. Sure, $25, fine. $25 for a t-shirt. A pullover or hoodie, $50, fine. Find me one streamer right now that is doing a t-shirt. A t-shirt, not a hoodie, a literal t-shirt for 50 bucks. Find me one. Go for it. Let's see it.
And can't wait to see the rest of it play out, but I guess we have to take a break for a shift. Hate to see it, but we'll be back in just a second.
Anyways.
Anywho. Yeah, I feel like $25 to $30 is the high end for a t-shirt, and people will pay. They'll pay 25 to 30, but $50? I don't think there's any streamer out there that has their t-shirts for 50 bucks. Now, if you build your brand like 100 Thieves does, and it gets to the point where everyone's so hyped up, that's when you can start ramping it. You could start being like, you could start testing there, you know? Like your brand has gotten so big and everyone's waiting for your line. And now you're like, all right, well, maybe let's try $50 for a t-shirt. I could see that. I could see that. Will the merch be limited? Probably. I think we're doing a little bit of a different system, though. I don't know the exact details of how the merch is going to come out. But if I had to guess, it'll probably be some kind of limited system in some way. I will see. But yeah, that's what you kind of hope for when you're making clothing. That's what you hope for. If you're trying to go hard on a apparel kind of model, that's what you hope for. You hope to eventually have t-shirts to sell for $50, for hoodies to sell for $150. Like that's what you hope for. That's what your goal is. Your goal is to build that to the point where people will pay fucking anything. That's the hope. That's the dream of doing apparel. You can call it scummy, but at the end of the day, that's what everyone's hoping for. Trying to make more money. Trying to push their business. Clothes are so expensive for what they are, to be honest. That's true. I mean, that's just the world we live in. We kind of pay for branding. What are the 3 reasons to buy something again? 1's to flex. 2 is to... There's 3 reasons to buy... Fuck, I forgot. There's 3 like solid reasons to buy anything. I forgot.
7-5 first half for 100 Thieves. We swapped the sides around, and it will now be up to FaZe to try to put together an offense. Close to fair, though, largely speaking, though, Dust, in that first half.
Yeah, certainly some back and forth moments for sure. 100 Thieves.
I mean, I guess you could probably come up with more reasons than 3, but I'm talking like 3 major selling points to anyone. General.
You want to call it situation was the very costly one. As Austin tries to get aggressive. Oh,
that's kind of cool.
Later, Baby J.
They suppressed him and pushed through the cage or wire.
Suppressed.
Oh, Nick!
Nitro with the classic.
As he finds 2, and that is the majority of the push from FaZe Clan. They are still trying
nice
to
shots.
This one in, and they have gained space to get Raucus in position for a plant. But this is a 2v5 that even Hiko wants to try to contest sooner rather than later. Zach trying to gatekeep over through the link, but the long flank from Ethan is on the way. It looks like 100 Thieves are just going to wait for that before they go.
I mean, this round has just been like an open and shut case for 100 Thieves. It feels like Raucus and Zach are going to try to see it here.
Damn. Knew exactly where that guy was.
I guess they get 1. That's cool.
And a plant?
Yeah, not bad. That's what you're going for. But, I mean, it's just start to finish. 100 Thieves in control.
Whoa, ba-da-bum-ba.
Baby J, that instant man advantage, and then like you said, Nitro teeing up a few himself. Brilliantly done.
That's gonna feel bad. That's Baby J. I mean, that's the whole position is he has to go 1 for 1 at least. It's really tough.
Dude, I want to be able to sell anything. That'd be so cool. Like imagine just like just wild shit, right? Like I'm working with Logitech and we're doing partnerships there, right? Great. But like Sideshow, for example, I love all of these collectibles. Imagine being able to do your own collectible. I love pinball machines. Imagine being able to make your own pinball machine. I want to do everything. I know it's just not, it doesn't work as well because I'm not a fucking A-list celebrity or anything, but
That
just
crosshair
cool.
is atrocious, Steel. Holy fuck.
Dynamic, baby.
Shit is awful.
You're awful, man.
You're fucking bad.
No, fuck you, dude.
No, fuck you. Stupid little bitch.
Oh.
Don't talk to me like that.
Oh. My heart.
Ethan will take away Baby J, so now it is just a 2v5, and FaZe have...
I want to sell a stapler. Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to sell scissors. Let's fucking go. Paper. Shroud paper.
This is looking like
I want to sell bricks.
just a formality at this point that we will see Raucus trying to get the spike into A side. Maybe try to get a little something out of it, but Pico, of course, will stand firm, cutting them off at the pass.
You
Push back, though, by a little bit of Asher.
you remember Backstreet Boys and NSYNC? Were they popular in Canada back in the day?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My mom gave me frosted tips because of Backstreet Boys.
Hell yeah.
I was like 10.
Who's your favorite?
I
Did
don't.
you like JT?
I don't know. I didn't know him, but my mom gave me the frosted
Oh,
tips.
so your mom was more into it than you were.
Yeah, I was into probably like what would I be into at that age? Fucking Linkin Park, I guess.
Limp Bizkit?
No, not really Limp Bizkit. More like Linkin Park. I was into Disturbed.
Oh, Disturbed's not bad. You're a little rocker, baby.
And then as I got a little bit older, I stopped listening to them, and I listened to more like listen to Trivium. I listened to wow, I haven't listened to these guys in a while. Children of Bodom. Do they still make music? Bodom? I don't know.
Oh, they have such a good song, actually.
They do. They got some bangers. Slipknot, like that's kind of what I transitioned to afterwards.
Really nothing being picked up here behind these as you'd expect. They'll stick with
Slipknot, Korn.
I didn't listen to much Korn actually. I always thought they were. I always thought Korn was just their style was weird to me.
So constantly repositioning that sniper makes sense. That's what you want to do with a jet. Be dynamic.
Holy shit, he lived. Speaking of selling stuff, I don't know if you guys know, but Naraka Blade Point's coming out. I got a skin, just saying. CDs.
Actually, CDs.
Ethan's nearby. He has a lot of utility to play with, and it looks like if there were to be a retake attempt, it might have to be based off Nitro coming from behind, but there's a trap wire in his way.
When Punisher came out, the TV show, like a couple years ago or whatever, I bought the Punisher game in like 2004, like on CD, and then I bought like an external CD drive, tried to play it, wanted to stream it, didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work, but I was bummed. I gave up real quick, but still, I wanted to do it.
Do you remember playing fucking video games on consoles and the CDs would get scratched? Did you own one of those CD cleaners?
No, there's a
where
CD.
you put it in? Yeah,
what?
you could like try to wash scratches off.
No.
Yeah, I bought one of those. Because I was terrible about putting discs back in their cases.
So another clean round coming through, but this time on FaZe's offense. Good take.
Yeah, indeed it was able to handle some of that aggression early on at A. You know, yeah, they got tagged by Asanos Marshall, taking a little bit of chip damage here and there, but still able to trounce them with their superior firepower. Locking that one up, keeping it within 3. But now here comes the full buyout from 100 Thieves, including an
It's weird because I hear this a lot, and I think it sometimes too. In my head, I wish I didn't, like, I wish there wasn't so much information about games because I'd want to learn it from start to finish myself. But the thing is, you could do that. Just don't look it up. But you, for some reason, when you don't look it up, you feel like you're losing for some reason. You feel like you're at a disadvantage. It's such a weird, like, mental state when it comes to video games.
I feel like back in the day, though, too, like, games were a lot harder to figure out. Okay, nowadays, everything's kind of, like, more hand-fed.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like, again, like, hey, here's this glowing thing. Hit the, you know?
Server
they lagged out. Oh, no, they lagged out.
That's tough. Oh, maybe they didn't lag out?
Maybe just the spec lagged out?
Spec lagged out?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that was the spectate lag out.
Yep.
through sewer, just kind of picks the right timing. Good help from the front to turn a utility focus to make sure FaZe are so worried about the retake from really not just Heaven, but also the Link. Gives Steel an opportunity, and he takes advantage.
Indeed, he does, and that's back to saving for FaZe, most likely. We do see a martial out, actually, for Zachary, and there's a little bit of money there for Corey as well to maybe get advantage.
Well, you're right. The way games were built before, it was more so trying to have you explore and figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, hey, this is clearly the path we have designed. Like, look at this path. Wow, you got to go there. They have more tricks like that to keep people engaged.
Like, I remember looking shit up on like online how to figure out some stuff, because I don't know, some games are, especially console games, like old console games are so jank, some of them, and you'd literally not know what the fuck the next step is, and there was no clear path.
Would be Baby Bay trying to open up space, but denied by Nitro, and the hopes of this Thrifty really just squandered from the beginning.
Yep, Austin getting that early pick, not really allowing them to get through, and they needed to start launching up long C and try to get that stinger in the close range position. Of course, there wasn't too much investment from FaZe to this, so they can still get a full buy next round. So that's the one good sign. But you feel like that's kind of their last chance, right?
Yeah.
If they lose that, 100 Thieves is likely finding pretty early access to map point, and you're probably force buying the rest of the game. And you're going to wind up with suboptimal buys, you know, all the way forward. So next round is a very big moment for FaZe. As close as the first half was, as back and forth as it seemed to be, 100 Thieves got just what they needed to get some separation at the end of the half, and now they've come out in the second half, and they've done a very good job.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
God, I hate KO splashes.
People use them so weird.
They just don't feel right.
Like, how you'd use it right there is...
Wow.
Almost creating enough of a deterrence. Not gonna happen. No, the Nasuna. You would have thought a free pick right there, but Rocket stays alive through what looked to be a connection. Has a chance to maybe find.
Yeah, you have to like think about being like creative with it a little bit. You got to think outside of the box when you're throwing those nades.
This next round must win coming up for FaZe.
Yeah, and they have all the tools to do it right. They're gonna have their full buy. They're gonna have to run it back on Corey. They're gonna be able to use that to either just like push into long C, hot and heavy. Use it to maybe get some garage, whatever the case may be. It looks like they're loading up long C. And again, this is FaZe's special, right? This is the #1 combo deal at the drive-thru. It's the we're gonna run it down your throat with double duelist and alts. Here we go.
Is that what the #1 combo?
I remember running through WoW, having the best time.
That's the only
Thought bot, dude.
Getting crazy.
The old thought bot days.
Even when you looked stuff up, it would be wouldn't be like too specific. Oh, that's so much info.
Imagine being the first people to put stuff on Thoughtbot, so when you look something up, it wasn't there. You just had to figure it out. Like, that's crazy that that existed at one point. And now we have Thoughtbot in game. Just plays the game for you pretty much.
Yeah, add-ons are not it.
You know what?
I've always been against add-ons and MMOs. It's helping you.
Yeah, literally MMOs play themselves now.
That's a sneak.
Because everyone's so casual.
You know, like there's got to be like a little respect there.
We got New Worlds. That should be pretty fun. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully those hopefully the PvP is like the sieges aren't as laggy as they were before.
I saw you playing it,
and everyone like, froze. Everyone just froze in the spot.
Like, this sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's such a bummer.
They're just, I mean, like, games just try to do huge scales, and that is a huge scale thing that they're doing in that game. So it's just hard to pull off correctly, especially in a beta.
Considering how the round started, they actually have a plant. They have a 3-on-4. Zachary is low on health, so is Baby J. And they're still a man.
I hope the PvP is dope, though, with limited abilities.
They can get a pick.
It's more about aim.
Yeah.
Aim and positioning. Like, actually being able to have a musket and click heads is super interesting to me.
Try to secure the round, but now Raucus needs to hold things up. Trying to hold on to Hunter's Fury for as long as humanly possible. Hiko pushing.
That was a smart.
Well done.
Yeah, nothing they could really do there, or Raucus could do.
Hiko punishes, and with that, 100 Thieves on map point.
You said 100 Thieves is gonna win, right?
Yeah.
I believe it. That makes sense. I believe it.
Be 3 for 3 on the day. I don't know how much I can watch this though. I'm starting to get dreary.
Yeah. No, I feel it. I want to see the Sen Envy game mainly, which is when is the Sen Envy game? Next. Yeah, Sen Envy's after. I think this 100 Thieves match. It's gonna be on the main stage. So if this ends quickly, it might just start, you know?
He's been doing that all stage long, honestly.
And it's looking like it's ending quickly.
I wouldn't say surprising, because, like, you know, I expect Asuna to always be a very capable player. But the Jet mechanics and being an opper are certainly different than really any other agent you're going to play in the duelist category. Like, yeah, there's some advanced movement mechanics you have to learn with Raze, with the satchel charges and stuff like that. But the responsibility that a Jet has to perform is really high. And then again, moving into an operating position, you know, yeah, if you have good aim, you have good aim. And defensive opping's a little easier to do than attacking opping, but still, I think it's impressive that he went from...
Shroud, are you playing Naraka Blade Point? Naraka Blade Point comes out tomorrow, right? The 12th? Or wait, no. Naraka Blade Point might come out today. No, it comes out tomorrow. Comes out tomorrow.
The rest of the team that, like, build
or maybe tonight? I don't know.
Keep that heavy utility comp rather than having to run double duelist, you know?
I was just about to bring that point up. I think it says a lot about not just the trust that the team has in Asuna, but also beyond that, it just gives them so much variety into what they can bring to
comes
the
out
table.
tonight.
We see, like, again, Steel, first time we've seen him playing this KO here.
Jesus.
I love the dragon, dude.
He's literally getting sucked and then
and if there
fucking...
was a smirk last round, it surely turned into a frown now, as this is now a 5v400 Thieves looking to lock up map 1.
It's like a master being proud of his student, but he's still mad he got beat. You know what I mean?
In the worst way possible, that's the thing.
Yeah, Naraka comes out tonight, I guess. Yeah. Me, Lyric, and Summit all have skins. Pretty pog. And I think it's for all 3 different characters?
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
He was trying to shoot it, man.
Try it? No, he was trolling, right? Wow, look at Asuna.
Beautiful.
Go get him, dude. Angle him off one by one.
Blaze and then finds one more behind it. Oh boy. Now a 5v3. Rocket's gonna be revealed and steal a couple of spam shots just to be sure.
Ooh, a little wide fall.
But he didn't wait to reload before he peeked again, Sag.
Yeah. Well, he didn't expect to because he just threw that dagger deep, right? And he didn't spot anyone.
Yeah.
But it just
like,
missed. Yeah, he missed. Like he didn't know the closest guy was there.
Conza Divide will try to provide a line in the sand. Corey looking to play an opposite angle, but you've got to find success no matter what you do here, and Ethan will not allow...
GG! I don't even want to watch the other match, but, you know, whatever.
You just want to chat?